Welcome back to another research submarine video, but today we're going to be making an escape pod. Let's bring this to the workbench and get started here. So as you guys know, some like battle submarines have escape pods on them, but this is a research submarine, but I'm a little bit different here. So I think we're going to be adding an escape pod on this one, and I'm thinking right here is the perfect spot, right in the front of our hull here. So although this is our ballast, part of our ballast system, we can probably get rid of this door right here and move it up forward a little bit more so we can have water still spill in. So we'll put it like right about right here in the center, just like that, and then we'll merge it in. And we're going to delete this one right here entirely, and there we go. All right, this right here is going to be our little launch area where we will shoot out of the sky into an escape pod, kind of like the tsunami boat. But as you can tell, we have some stuff right here. I don't know if that'll be an issue, so I'm kind of thinking we will move this stuff over here, and we'll just put this stuff on this side right here, just like that. Instead of nothing being here, we'd probably put like instruments or something here if there wasn't an escape pod. But here we go. Let's grab a hatch here. This is a non-electric hatch just in case, because if we lose electricity, we are not going to wait for that. Or we'll put a hatch just like this, and there we go. This is basically our escape pod hatch, and if anything goes wrong, we will exit through this hatch right here and we will enter the escape pod room. But the first things first, with an escape pod, we need to make this door right here, this entire square right here, waterproof. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we need to grab this door frame right here. This is basically the corner of all of this, so I think you do it like that and like this. I don't know if this is going to be enough room to actually launch out of an escape pod in, but I will try making it work. I also want to have more than 2 people launch out of it this time, but I also don't know if that's going to work. Then we're going to grab a door frame edge and just line it exactly how it is on that side, and same with over here. But right here, we're actually going to put like the actual opener for the door, so how it basically opens. Now that we got that all set up, I think there's like a thing in here, robotic door hinge. Is this what that is? Oh, I think it is. Perfect. So we just do something like that. Nope. Okay, we have to have it 1 block forward more. So do something like that. So there we go. That's our door right there. We have to do the inside of this. So we'll put this door panel here on the edge, just like, oh, wrong way. Just like that. And we have to do that to all these sides. All right, now that we got that done, I'm kind of debating if we should put like a window. That would be kind of cool if we did have a window there, so like everyone could see that we had an escape pod. Honestly, why don't we just add a window for now? And if you guys don't like it, let me know if we should get rid of it down in the comments. So we need to grab a 3x3 window, and that should literally just perfectly fit right here. And that is also waterproof, so that's great. Now that we got that done, we want to actually have it match the same color as the boat. So we're gonna make this all the dark gray color that we have going on there. There we go, just like that. And now you can barely tell that there's an escape pod here. So let's spawn this in, see if it actually works, and hopefully infinite electric is on. Okay, it is. Can see inside of it, so that's good. All right, let's go ahead and fill our ballast and see if it is waterproof, and hopefully we don't like completely sink when we do this. Hopefully it doesn't fill up with water, so let's fill that all up and get in here. And is it sinking? Once this goes over here, we will definitely see. Oh, all right, nope, it is waterproof right here. So the ballast hatch is working, and this is completely sealed of water. Perfect. Now that we got the easy part done, yes, that was the very easy part. We have to move these bilge pumps out of the way, I think, because we want to have as much seating in here as we can. Yeah, we're just gonna move these up here. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on the ground over here. By the way, these are weight blocks right here technically, but they actually weigh more than weight blocks. Make sure you guys use battle cannon extension barrels, and they do weigh more than weight blocks for how many blocks they actually are. But now we need to make like the walls on this thing. So we want the walls to be blocked off on the edge of this escape pod here, just like this. So this is just our little area that we will launch out of when we escape, and just like that. So now we have our little box in here, but we're going to cut these corners down so we have as much ballast room as possible, just like that. And this is the little area that I can build this escape pod in, so this is going to be really hard. Okay, so it opens from that way, so we probably want to have a linear track or some type of track right here. So we'll grab a track, and this track will basically just keep us in place so we don't wobble around in here this basically the entire time. And then we're going to want to grab a sliding connector just like this, and this will basically just slide this thing out. So when we launch with our rocket system or whatever, I don't know where we're putting that up, but it'll launch us straight out just like that. But anyways, we need to make this waterproof and a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's go ahead and grab this red here and just kind of make the flooring here. So we'll do some of that type of flooring, and we want the edges to be like some type of round thing. And I just realized we're all on the same subgrid, so we want to change this. You can change the subgrid by doing that, clicking the selection tool and basically copying everything. And then once you have it copied, you can cut it and then paste it back there. And now it is a different color, which means it's a different subgrid. Perfect. So on each one of these corners, we'll have some rocket boosters. And then on these walls here, this will be basically just our interior side walls. So we'll just do something like this. And then we need a entrance hatch. So for the entrance hatch, we'll just copy this and basically just put another one of these out there just like that. So it shouldn't get in the way. That might be an issue actually at some point. We're going to test this, spawn it in, and I don't think it's gonna actually work. So let's say there's an emergency. We have to get in that seat there and open this door, and it can't even open because it's in the way of that other door. Okay. All right, we flipped the doors around, so hopefully it actually works. Now let's go ahead and spawn in there, get in this seat, open this door. So it opens from the outside, and this one will open from the inside. There's water here, but it's fake water, trust me. And this is where we will sit at. So I'm pretty sure we can actually stand in this escape pod. So, I mean, that's a good sign, I guess. Oh, gosh, I don't really know if we can put a lot of seats in here, guys. It's not looking too good. We're really low on room. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2. I don't know about 3 this time, guys. That's a little unfortunate, but that's just how it's going to have to be. Yeah, I think we only have room for 2 seats, so I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do. So we'll put 2 benches right here, and these will be our seats right here. I don't know if we can put them here. Okay, that does work, but yeah, I really just don't think we can have any more seats. We're gonna build this thing to the ceiling here, so we might actually have to delete that window there because it's really not gonna be cool just looking at an orange thing in there. I mean, I guess you could just have that there to see if the escape pod's in it still, but that's about the only reason I could think of. And then we're gonna put a little window in our roof right here so we can kind of see what's going on, and we're gonna put some other windows in some other spots. So maybe like one right here. Let's grab a 2x2 window, and we'll put a window right there, and maybe a little one there, and one in front of us just like that. There we go. We got some windows going on. Okay, we're just making it look kind of cool at least. So let's spawn this in one more time and just see if we can actually open the door, and that if that seat's in the way, we're gonna have to replace something there, because if that seat gets in the way, that's honestly gonna suck. What is going on outside of the... Oh, there's a rogue wave going over. Okay, wait, why is this capsizing so easily? Okay, that's kind of an issue. We might need to fix that. I don't know how we'd fix that, but that's definitely not good. Anyways, let's get in our escape pod here, get in that seat, open this door, and open this door right here. Okay, perfect. It doesn't hit anything, and you can actually climb in it this time and actually close the door. Okay, so we have a seat here and a seat here. Okay, it's actually doing pretty good. Normally, you wouldn't actually use more than a crew of 2 on this thing, maybe even 3. I don't know, but really 2 should just operate this thing. You can operate this by yourself, matter of fact. It's really simple to start up. I'll show you guys when we're done building this thing, of course. But yeah, let's go and continue on this little escape pod right here. So next step is rocket boosters. I don't know how many rocket boosters we should add, but we're gonna type in rocket here, and this is all of our rocket settings. We're gonna make it a color like that, and then right here we'll have a rocket booster like this. We're gonna turn on symmetry so it's doing it on the same side, and we'll put 3 fuel rocket boosters right there, so we have 3 of those. And then we're gonna grab a solid rocket booster small booster, so this will actually launch us in the air. Okay, there we go, and just like that we have those done, but we need to add some supports to those, of course. So where did they go? Oh, that's the outside. So we're gonna add a wedge right there just like that, so that'll hold that in place. And then we'll do the same thing on this other side here, and now we have rockets to actually launch this thing out of this. That's going to be interesting to test, so maybe we should start working on our buttons right now to do that. All right, so we're going to have a button here, which will be a key button, and then a lockable key button. So this key button right here will be in charge of launching this thing, and then we're going to have a lockable key button, and this one right here is going to be the real deal. So once this thing flips open and you click that big red button there, that's going to launch this thing. So we're going to connect this to all these rocket boosters right here, and oh my gosh, there's so much logic going on in this thing. I'm sorry if this is a little bit confusing, guys, but so to unlock this red button here that's locked by that glass right there, we're gonna have to hold that down. So this will be the basically, so we named it arm launch, so that will arm the launch, so it'll unlock this, and then we're gonna name this launch, so this will literally just launch it just like that. And then we need to of course add some equipment in here and a button to actually open that. So we need a button to open this top hatch right here also. So we're going to put a button right here, and this will be a toggle button, and this is just responsible for opening the hatch. All right, we put open hatch on here, and then in parentheses we said must click so no one gets that confused. And then we need to make a microcontroller on this thing, actually, or we could just take the one that we used from the old one, which we'll probably just do. But we need to make a radio in this thing. So I think on the side right here we have room for a radio. So if we grab a radio just like this, we're going to grab a small one, of course, because we don't need anything crazy. So we'll grab a small radio like this, and this will communicate with our control center right here, and it'll open the pod. Since this is a separate body, buttons cannot transfer stuff, so we would need to do it via radio. So what we're going to do is grab our ultimate tsunami survival boat. Right here is basically the system to control all this. So we're going to copy this one right here, and the other one that is inside the escape pod. There we go. So we got all of our controls here. Let's go copy that, and we're going to use this orange part right here, and we'll put this inside the control room because we want this to be extremely close to the actual thing itself, because we're using these small radios here, and they are really small, and they can't really transfer information from far away. So we'll put that right there just like that, paste that in there, and make sure you guys merge it. And then this little guy right here will be in our actual escape pod. So we're going to just copy like that, click cut, and rotate it on the ceiling. So I think we're going to put this on the ceiling somewhere. So we'll rotate it like that, and I think right about there is where our escape pod's at, so we'll just line it up right in here. Now that we got that done, we're going to rise it straight into the ceiling. I think like right here. Yeah, perfect. Right there would be a great spot, so we'll do that, and then we'll connect composite to our radio here, and this will actually open this thing, so we'll connect that to the open hatch. And then this one right here, and then we added this numerical switch box right here, which I compacted into a very small controller, and then we'll connect this to that button right there, and then the output number on this thing will just go straight to this escape pod door thing. So let's go ahead and spawn this in and see if it works. It should work with all we have now. Just make sure everything's connected here. It'll be on frequency 0, so if you want to change it, you can of course do that. Just add a constant number to the frequency. But yeah, you probably could jam this thing if you wanted. So let's go ahead, spawn in here, and see if this actually works. All right, open this door here. Perfect. All right, everything's going to plan. All right, and then let's click open here. Will it work? It's not opening. I can tell you that. It doesn't look like it's opening. Hold on, let's go over this. Is it trying to open at least? No, it's not even trying to open. Okay, we're having issues. Oh, I figured out why. Okay, so the transmit mode on this one wasn't even on. So you need to connect this button here actually to the transmit mode on the radio, so it will transmit it. So it wasn't even transmitting anything, so it should work now. Okay, I was a little stupid there and I didn't connect something, but that's fine. Let's open this and open this. Okay, there's some fake water. That's fine. All right, close this hatch right here, and then we're gonna open this. And will it work? There we go. Okay, it does work. It does indeed work. Where's our window at on there? I don't think we added the window right. Oh, okay, there is a window. Okay, and will this actually work when we launch it? Here we go. We're gonna launch it. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it's not working. Oh wait, it didn't even launch out. That is not good, guys. Okay, I figured out why I didn't launch. That's a little bit unfortunate, but we have to make this a little bigger. So I think something like this would just work like that. Yeah, so that'll work. We made the escape pod a little bit too big, but that's fine. And then instead of the window here, we're just probably gonna block it off because we don't need to really see in it. I guess that's quite unnecessary. So I think that right there should just work. Hopefully it does, guys. Cross your fingers. All right, it's spawned in. Perfect. There's not water going through it. Is there water down here? No, there's not. Okay, entering escape pod right now. There's an active emergency. Okay. Close that door just like that. Okay, open the hatch. Okay, it does open and it should work now. We have plenty of room to go out. All right, you guys ready? We're arming the launch. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And it does work. Our research submarine escape pod does work. And I forgot to add a parachute on this thing. Oh, shoot. That was a terrible idea. Oh, no. This is gonna hurt. Oh my, wait, we actually didn't take damage from that. Vehicle damage was on. I don't know how this didn't take damage. Okay, well, that's a perk on this thing, I guess. The escape pod will not get damaged if it launches without a parachute. That's good. Matter of fact, that's gonna be an upcharge, guys. So if you're trying to get this, that's gonna be an extra $5,000. All right, so let's continue on this. We need to add some supplies in here and a parachute too. Oh no, we have to add a parachute. Do we have room for that? Okay, well, we don't have room for a window anymore, I can tell you that. So we need a block of 3. So we need a 3x3 space for this parachute. So let's do that and then grab a parachute like this and make it red just like that. And there we go. I think we have a parachute now just like that. And then we're going to put the parachute size to 100 so we have the most drag possible. And then when it launches, we're going to grab a transponder here, which will be for emergency stuff. So that transponder will be active the second it launches. And then we're going to connect it to a battery here, which we don't want a big battery because it will weigh a lot. We'll just put a battery here in the center and we'll just put the battery on the floor here so it keeps our center of mass low. That's probably the smartest thing to do here. So that transponder will be on and hopefully emergency services can get here in time to get this thing. We need to test if this actually floats. I hope it does, but we're going to test it, of course, in a little bit here. Then, of course, we can't forget about equipment. So what kind of stuff should we have in this thing, guys? We can definitely put a whole bunch more stuff than we could in the tsunami boat escape pod. So what should we do? Let's scroll down to the equipment area, and right here we have binoculars. Okay, we'll add some of that. We definitely need binoculars in this thing just in case. And then next one, we do not need a C4 detonator. We'll grab a compass. Okay, that does seem necessary. And then next one, we don't need a defibrillator. Okay, we'll grab some health packets. So we might need a little bit of these because this launch will probably hurt us a little bit. There we go. So now we have a couple more spaces left. We'll do actually we don't want any flares because that won't work. We need a flashlight for sure. That'll definitely be needed. And then we want a radio also. So right here we have some room on this side. So we'll grab a radio. Where's the radio at? There we go. Okay, now we have a radio, and I think we kind of want and I'm kind of thinking we could do a handheld transponder, but I want to add like an oxygen mask in here just in case. So we'll have 2 for the 2 crew that will be in here on launch. There we go, just like that. Now we have 2 oxygen masks, and we forgot something. We need to add a light that blinks blinks. So we did have this on our old escape pod, but it's definitely necessary. So we'll put the blinking light. Actually, we could probably just put it directly above these things here. So instead of having those caps above it, we'll just put a red blinking light, and that will work. So now that we got the light there, we're gonna grab this blinker, which is a logic thing, which blinks really fast or really slow if we want it to. So we'll put a blinker there, and the blinking signal will be turned on by this button right here. It'll be turned on by the launch button, and then it'll activate all these lights, and they will all blink at the same time repeatedly. And how fast should we have a blink? Like 0.2. That might be quite fast, but we're gonna see. But then we need a flare that launches the second the parachute deploys. So we're going to definitely do that. I think we have room for the flare like right about here. So we'll just put the flare right there, and muzzle velocity will be on really far, and we'll make it red so everyone knows it's an emergency and not a party. So we need a actual delay here. So this delay will activate our parachute and the flare at the same time. So the delay signal will activate parachute and flare, and then it'll be activated by the launch button, and the delay will be, let's see, probably maybe 3 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds should do it. Now we're gonna spawn this in, and it all should really work. All right, we're gonna enter the escape pod just like that. All right, close that door and arm the launch, and here we go. Okay, we're about to launch, and we need to remember to open this hatch, guys. Remember to open that hatch, because if you don't, it's just gonna launch you in the air basically. Are we able to center that? I think we can. It just looks really bad like that. All right, anyways, launch. Here we go. And we have launched just like that, and then our parachute should launch with a flare. Perfect. Everything's going to plan, and we have survived. This is a little bit of a silly looking thing, but it does work. Okay, it does work. And then we should land upright, which is awesome. And here we go. We're going to land just like that. Okay. And our parachute retracts in, and we have these blinking lights with our transponder on, which is working. And then we can get out just like that, and we did survive. So that's great. It does look a little bit silly though. I don't know how we should make this better. Maybe we could have like the top corners kind of curved. So I think we added everything. I did make the top curve here, but we need to make this parachute centered because it looks terrible if it's not centered. So we're going to copy it like that and put it just in the center right there. So that should do it by that self. And then we're going to paste it there and connect it to that. And we need to fill up this area so water doesn't spill in. And there we go. Okay, we're going to test it again, but this time it's going to be underwater, and it probably won't work, but we're going to try, of course. All right, so we're going to fill our ballast, fill all ballast right here. We really need to add a button to just click to fill all the ballast automatically, so we don't need to click all those. But this thing sinks fast, guys, which is a bit concerning. How is this thing going to, oh gosh. Okay, this is going to be interesting, launching this thing underwater because all the water resistance. But here we go. We're starting to throttle up. Don't start it up like how I did. You want to activate the reactor first, which is your generator, or else you will run this thing out of electricity the second you start it. All right, we are running. Let's go ahead and start angling down here so we get a bit lower. And I think something like that, and I think just like that, we are pretty deep. So we're going to get in the escape pod here. Hopefully it's waterproof in this room. Okay, it is. That's good. And we're gonna close that right there and close that. And we are hitting the bottom. I think we actually took damage on our rudder there. Okay, open the escape pod, open the hatch. Okay, will we float out? Oh gosh. Okay, that's oh wait, I think we're floating up. So actually, if you're underwater, you don't even have to click launch because we're already floating to the surface fast. Oh my gosh, this thing surfaces immediately. They can't see us here because we don't have our launch enabled. So we might have to have a separate button to activate the transponder, because if we click launch right now, it'll do this, and it's probably not safe to do that. And then it'll launch the parachute. I mean, I guess it does launch us out. So I mean, it does indeed work, guys. It does float. That's a good sign. And then we're gonna land in the water here and see if it floats like this. And will our parachute deploy? Okay, it will. So let's see if it floats if we're standing up here. So it'll float like when we're in a seat, but if we stand up, will we float? Oh my gosh, it actually does. Wait, no, it's not. We sink. This thing floats quite high too. Like even the windows are underwater, but it floats a little weird sometimes like this. But what we're going to do now is replace this button here. We're going to add another button, and this button will be in charge of activating our transponder and all the blinking lights we had. So this will just directly connect up to our transponder and the blinker right here, which will display all the lights. So we're going to do this one more time, and then that will be the end of the video, but we're just going to do it one more time. So fill all the ballast. All right, now that we're going down, we're going to start throttling and bring this thing down. So we don't actually need to fill any ballast to bring this thing down. We're just kind of doing it to stay down there, but as you can see, it is blinking over there. That is our flare that we launched, so it's pretty visible even in the daytime. All right, let's drop here. All right, it's filling up. We'll just keep dropping, and we're gonna get in our little escape pod here. All right, just like that, and close this door, and we're about to hit the That might be an issue. That is so much damage. It did damage the escape pod area a little bit, but even if we crash into the bottom of the ocean, we are still good in here. So if we open this hatch, we'll just gently float out when it fills with water, and just like that, we escape. And then we can activate our transponder, which will not launch us in the air, and there we go. That's how you escape this thing if you're underwater. But if you feel like it, you can click the arm launch button and launch it when you're underwater. You could probably do that. That'd be an interesting test. But yeah, that's probably gonna be it for this video. Let me know what we should add to this thing next. You guys stay tuned, because I think we're gonna be adding a ROV to this thing that'll be attached on the bottom of it, and it'll be like a little mini submarine that we can drive around. But make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.